It's Keys to the Grind, and we back. And today we talking about Micheal Beasley on Club Shay Shay. When I got a chance to watch his interview, and it just related to me so much. I just wanted to speak about it so much. And one of the main things that stuck out to me was mental toughness. That's what I took from that interview with Mike Beasley. You know what I'm saying? And like I feel like he could have been more mental tough and he would have made it, further and reach more goals. So, and I had the same problem, you know what I'm saying, in JUCO, you know what I'm saying? And this levels to everything, but one thing about it, like it related to me. So like how it related to me so much is like he talked about being young and being around LeBron and being around D Wade, and he just looked up to those guys a lot. And they kind of made him like an outcast, I guess. And for me, going to junior college, like I said, it's levels to it. But when I got to Redlands Community College, it was a guy on our team named Nori Dean Lindsay. Probably not probably the hardest guy I ever played with, man. Just a straight bucket. And he had every school in the country, you know what I'm saying, coming to our practices, and NBA scouts. I remember the Cleveland Cavaliers came. I remember Lee Mayberry was scouting with the Memphis Grizzlies. He came, and me and Lee after the game had a conversation about him. He was just asking me about him and stuff. And like getting put in that environment, you know what I'm saying, coming straight out of high school. And like I told y'all, I only played 1 year of high school basketball. So when I get there, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember the first day of practice. And it wasn't even practice. It was the first day we just running up and down. It was like, oh, so boom, we split the teams up. And I just remember I made a play. This is the only thing that I remember from that day. Um, Somebody had the ball and they tried to throw it over my head. I jumped up and I grabbed the ball, I stole the ball, and I was at half court. And then I'm dribbling down the court. I remember it was a guy 6'7" from Houston named George, and he chasing me down for the block. And I take off, I flush on him. And it was just like dang, you know what I'm saying? Like I felt like okay, I'm supposed to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like so I'm playing at a high level and I get to practice against Nori every day. So this is how I'm gauging myself off of like he's the top one of the top recruits in the country. You know what I'm saying? I'm practicing against him every day, guarding him every day. And he getting off, of course, but at the same time, I'm doing my thing too. So I'm thinking in my head, like, yeah, I know I'm gonna go D1. You know what I'm saying? That's where my mind is at. So I red shirt that season. We go through that season, and we end up winning a championship against NEO, and Nori ended up signing with St. John's, and yeah, he went on to play for Steve Lavin, and played at Madison Square Garden. You know what I'm saying? He was so close to the NBA, you know what I'm saying? But boom, moving on to that next season after that championship team had left, boom, it's my turn, you know what I'm saying? So we go through the summer. I'm playing at a high level. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Summer goes great. And then I remember the first game we played, Dallas Jamboree. We played the first game we played, I want to say we played like Midland or something like that, but I didn't get in the game. Like it was like the game started, I didn't even get in, you know what I'm saying? And in the last couple of seconds, coach like try to put me in probably like with a minute and 30 left. But this is where we talk about mental toughness. I wasn't mentally tough enough to like handle that adversity and still, you know what I'm saying, keep a good attitude and, go in the game and shit, make the best out of that 1 minute and 30 seconds. What I did was I looked at coach and like, man, I'm not going in the game. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I was dead wrong for that. So after the game, the coaches pulled me in, and they talked to me like, man, look, this is a scrimmage. Everybody's gonna get a chance to play. We're gonna try different lineups, whoopty whoop whoop. And certain kids are getting recruited by certain programs, and they were here to see those kids play. So, we put them on the court. You know what I'm saying? So boom, that's a little bit of politics, you know what I'm saying? But I understood. So it's just like, okay. So the next game we played Navarro, and Navarro was probably like top 10 in the country at the time. And I started that next game on me. They started me. I probably had like a good 17. Uh and I remember I got the game winning block. I made a game winning play. I pinned somebody's stuff on the backboard. And we was up by 2 and we ended up winning. So everybody was proud of me, like, yeah, man, you did good. Whoop, 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 whoop. That's how you play. So boom, I'm like, okay, so the season is coming now because the Dallas Jamboree is a series of scrimmages before the season. So the season comes, and I'm really not playing as much as I want to play. So now I'm thinking, like, damn, am I good enough? You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, that's being mentally weak. Being mentally weak. So I'm in my head, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like playing. I'm not playing at the level that I should be, but it's like I have no confidence because I'm mentally weak. You know what I'm saying? And as the season goes on, I remember the semester mark was coming, and I missed the game because I had went to Tulsa, and coach had called me like, man, where you at? We got a game. And I'm like, coach, I'm in Tulsa. I didn't know we had no game. So when he was like, you're suspended for the rest of the semester, whoopty whoop whoop. So I think we had like maybe 2 games left that semester, and then we go home for winter break. I go home. I mean, I'm working out. I come back to school. On me, we doing conditioning. I'm coming in first in every sprint. I'm coming like I'm just playing good. So coach pulled me to the side, like, man, you gonna start. You know what I'm saying? So after that, I started starting, and I'm playing at a decent level to where I know I can get a Division I scholarship. You know what I'm saying? At like period. So that season goes by, our head coach moves on, Division I, whatever, and we get a new coach, but he was already in the program with us. And I got nothing but love for coach, and my attitude was bad. Like, I'll be the first one. I'm not gonna be this one to sit here and just try to make it seem like man, it was them and no, that like they gave me every opportunity to develop into what I was going to develop into. But at the same time, I still had to face adversity to get there. And I could not handle not getting in the game. I couldn't handle, you know what I'm saying? And this is just the truth. Like, some people can get up here and sugarcoat stuff. No, I couldn't handle it. It was just like, boom, I would get mad. And then once you get mad, like, you're not playing at a level that you should be. So my biggest thing to the youth today is, man, you're gonna face not getting playing time sometimes. You're gonna face all kind of stuff, but the key to it is how do you respond to it? If you respond by getting mad and pouting and doing stuff like that, you're probably not gonna go far. But the ones that are mentally tough enough to say, man, forget coach. Man, forget these guys, man. I know what I'm gonna do. I put in the work, and this shit is undeniable. That's the type of attitude that you have to have. So after my freshman season, boom, I'm coming back as a returning starter. And I remember we was playing in Swazoo. Um, and we was playing it was like a Texas Oklahoma showdown or whatever, when the top teams in Texas, top teams in Oklahoma play. And right before the game, coach pulled me to the side, like, yeah, we're gonna bring you off the bench, whoop 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 whoop. And right there, how mentally weak I was fucking done. Like, what you mean you gonna bring me off the bench? Like, nigga, we ain't really got nobody. You know what I'm saying? I was mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, what the fuck? This is my last year talking about coming off the bench. But mentally strong, if I would have been mentally strong, I would have just said, okay, I'm about to come off the bench and I'm about to cook, instead of pouting about it. You know what I'm saying? And like, you can hold it in and not show that you're pouting and still be pouting. Like, but everybody knows you're pouting. And that's cancerous to the team. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we was losing, getting our ass beat, and boom, finally get put in the game. You know what I'm saying? It was like I can't I got in the game probably like 5 or 6 minutes into the game, and we was down 25. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like that's how the season went. It was just like, and I had a couple of good I had a couple of good like moments in the season. Like I remember one of the last games I played, we played Hutch, and this is when Kadeem Allen was playing for Hutch, and I had like 17, and I just had a good game. But the point that I'm making is when we talk about talent, it's not about basketball talent because it's people that I play with that didn't have half the talent that I had, but went on to get degrees and went on to play Division 1, went on to do all of this stuff because they were mentally stronger than I was. So young people, when you face adversity, don't pout, don't no. Find a way to dig in and overcome it. Because I promise, like, man, I love my college coaches so much because they, like I told you, they gave me an opportunity. And even through the adversity and not like that's just a part of it. But how bad do you want it? Are you willing to shut up and sit on the bench to get that degree so you can live your life how you're supposed to? Or are you going to get mad and quit because you're not playing as much as you want to and you only worried about basketball? No, you can't be worried about basketball because the ball is going to stop rolling one day, So my biggest thing is to the young people. Focus on being mentally prepared for adversity just as much as you prepare to play the physical game of basketball, because both of those are just as important. Your mental toughness and your physical toughness. And that's as real as it's gonna get, man. On this podcast, we drop gems, not excuses, man. Like, so I never be on here, man. If this would have happened, I could have did this. No, if I would have been mentally tougher, if I would have did what I was supposed to do, it would have worked out. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't making no excuses. We just dropping gems. Young people, mentality. Mentality is everything, man. And be appreciative because you never know when that ball is gonna stop bouncing. Keys to the grind.